Gospel according to Matthew chapter 24, verses 37 to 44. Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in Noah's day, so it will be when the Son of Man comes. For in those days before the flood, people were eating, drinking, taking wives, taking husbands, right up to the day Noah went into the ark. And they suspected nothing till the flood came and swept all away. It will be like this when the Son of Man comes. Then two men in the fields, one is taken, one left. Two women grinding at the millstone, one is taken, one left. So stay awake, because you do not know the day when the Master is coming. You may be quite sure of this, that if the householder had known at what time of the night the burglar would come, he would have stayed awake and would not have allowed anyone to break through the wall of his house. Therefore, you too must stand ready, because the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Hope is the theme of the first Sunday in Advent. In fact, all our readings today point us in that direction. It is the time is coming. It is telling us to look ahead. In the days to come, the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established higher than all mountains. It is interesting because what it all directs us to is a future time, not degrading or dismissing the present time. So, what does time mean in Advent? Certainly, it is not about measurable time. It is not about chronological time. It is hope. Hope is not timed. Hope is about being able to look into the future, yes, but we are integrally involved in making that future. And in the making of that future, what hope is saying to us is be humble about it, because it is under construction, you might say. What is it that the gospel is hinting at today? Stay awake. Stay hopeful, not wishful, because Advent is not saying wish, it is saying stay awake. But that staying awake is not just about not sleeping in the physical sense. It is not telling us about do not be slumbering. It is an alerting of our spirits. It is where you and I waiting for God to break through, that we can somehow or another allow ourselves to wait, to be alert to what God is doing for us. I think today of so much that's going on in the world, the murders, the mayhem, the chaos. And maybe we're beginning to ask ourselves, when will it end? How do I stay awake? We have these very striking images of violence breaking through walls, or we hear one person taken, the other left. It seems cruel. But how does that help us to live now? And that's the fundamental question that we can reflect on this first Sunday of Advent. How do I wait? How to hope? Hope is a quality of looking into the future as though it is under construction, yes, but I'm integrally involved in it. Hope, therefore, has to live as though it is already seeing fulfillment. Therefore, in this Advent season, this first Sunday, it is saying to us, be ready. That readiness is not arrogance. That readiness is not bold and being boisterous. No, it is a humble waiting, because hope is humble. Because hope has to be able to live in the now, but with the prospect of a better tomorrow. It is not at all that we do nothing and wait. It's not that. It's somehow I work, I do what I must do in order that something better eventually would materialize. The gospel then is helping us today as we begin this season to reach back somehow into the stories of people who have hoped, to reach back into the stories of those who, in spite of what was going on in their immediate environment, somehow or another, they were still able to live the message of the good news. Because remember, the church was founded in crisis. Crisis. Christians were being killed. Remember, even the reference to the Old Testament um, is also about people who had to live through harrowing times. Hope seems to be a pervading theme throughout the Gospels and in the Old Testament. Therefore, what this first Sunday of Advent is saying to us is reach back, hear the stories of hope, hear the stories of people who have struggled, and the struggling did not crush them. Somehow or another, they were able to hold on to God. And so today, as we reflect and enter into this holy season, what are you hoping for? What is your hope? What is the desire of your heart? I really hope that as we trust in the Lord and go into this season, somehow or another there'll be transformation. We would not grow weary, but somehow or another we make the future in God that we would like to celebrate. Thank you. May God bless you.